Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ronnie G, Houston's own. First episode here. I'm here with Fabricio, aka Adam. He'll tell you why we call him that. Longtime friend, longtime everything, man. My brother from another mother.
For real.
This is the first episode, like I said. I really want to showcase a lot of hidden gems all around Houston. This year alone, I've made a lot of new friends, and you'll see a lot of old faces, a lot of old friends, and you'll kind of learn my backstory. But here, Roundhouse, Houston, Roundhouse Vintage. What do you go by,
sir.
Roundhouse Vintage?
Roundhouse Vintage, yeah. Well, you should know, bro. You helped me name it, bro.
Yeah, but enough about me. Let's hear more about this guy.
Fabricio here, Fabricio Signs. We're inside of our studio / showroom / retail space. This is ran by me and my son Fabian. He kind of like is the boss now. I kind of step back and just work on the back end of things. But yeah, Roundhouse Vintage. We've been doing vintage clothing for over 10 years now. I think we're going on 12 now, to be exact. But yeah, it started way back. Me and Ronnie. So we have a lot of history. Me and this guy, we go back even further than that, man. Like you said, we're practically brothers. We grew up together. But yeah, so it started as just a fun hobby. Me and him, we just started going out there, coming from that struggle era. Well, we knew thrift shops. We knew secondhand like nothing, you know. So when it started kind of like getting into this space where it's at now, me and him were just going out there, just looking for stuff, finding anything that just brought back that nostalgia, you know. And me and Ronnie, like, man, he has his certain things that I remember you liked a lot of wrestling stuff.
Oh yeah.
Music stuff, anime stuff, comic book stuff. So we were just grabbing anything that we remember, like, oh, I remember having this one, or I remember seeing this. I remember we couldn't have it at the time, but now we found it secondhand, and it just became where we were both just getting stuff. And we just one day we were at work and we're like, man, we need to put this together and make a page.
Yep.
And we started by just a page, you know, nothing. We didn't even think it was gonna do anything. I didn't think it was gonna do anything. I thought it was gonna be for fun. And we were stuck on a name and we couldn't figure out a name for it. And the only thing that we could think of, it had to be like something that we both had in common. And I'm not a big video game person, but I did play Street Fighter. Street Fighter was the shit for me, you know. Can we cuss? My bad. Street Fighter was it for me, you know. So we tried to think of something in that realm, and like Ronnie's the one that came up with Roundhouse. And at first I hated it. Remember I told you no.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
I didn't like it. I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't get it. Like, Roundhouse, like, you know, the kick, you know. And I was like, and we're like, all right. And we left it. I remember saying like, I'm gonna leave it, but eventually I'm gonna change it. But it just blew up so fast. It blew up so fast that everybody started knowing us as Roundhouse, like right off the bat. Like, oh, there goes Roundhouse. They to this day they call me Roundhouse. They don't even call me Fabricio. There's people that call me Roundhouse. But yeah, it was Ronnie. Ronnie that came up with that name.
You got to change the name, bro.
Nah. Now it's
Chuck
stuck.
Norris, number 2.
Now it's stuck, man. Everybody, we can't change it now.
Yeah, but tell them real quick about, so no disrespect to anybody that's in the vintage game now, but tell them what the struggle was really like with those 5 a.m. restocks.
Oh my God, man. And it's even worse now, man. But back then, you know, 5 a.m, you'll get there and wait till the doors open, and you had to line up. There was no setting something down like a chair. Now you could put chairs. Now you get tickets. I don't know how it is now. I haven't been out there in the wild, but back when me and Ronnie lives far, so he would leave even earlier than me. Yes. We would meet up at the spot because they restock every Thursday, right? It's a restock.
Yep.
And me and Ronnie would show up at 5 a.m. They won't open till 7, so we would wait. We'll wait there. And there's already people waiting in line. And then when those doors open, you just run. Boom, 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 boom. But me and Ronnie had a strategy, man. Like we already knew. We already knew how to pick. We already knew what to look for. And at this time, this was before the Depop era. You know, of course you had your eBays and stuff like that. But there wasn't a big like knowing what to get when we were doing it. It was just whatever we thought was cool. You know, whatever we thought was cool, whatever we remembered, whatever that nostalgia feeling came back to us. It wasn't a structured thing, but we knew what was trending, what we knew what was in. It was just whatever we thought was good. And we got lucky that we knew what we knew that, you know, that's gonna be it, you know.
And we did get stuck with a lot of trash.
Oh yeah, we had death powers, man, and we still do. but we at the same time with I remember Ronnie pulled the Akira. Didn't you pull the Akira?
That long sleeve.
Yeah, the long sleeve. That's when I was pulling a Selena, I think, or somebody, I forgot who, but we were pulling like some gems back in. This is early on, and like that's kind of what built our reputation. Oh, this Polo Stadium I pulled. We were pulling some gems, you know, and this is like I said, we didn't know the value, one, because we weren't going and looking at comps back then. We didn't know. We were just doing it because we liked it.
Yeah, I think they got apps now. I mean,
yeah, now you look at anything.
You can scan stuff with the phone, like instant. And again, no disrespect to anybody doing it, but I just the things, you know, the game is different from what I see. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'll see people still like in Goodwill, like not really looking. It's more like they're just kind of assembly lining it, like scanning every little thing. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's cool. Get it how you can get it. Everyone's got their own way of winning. And I mean, at the end of the day, however you can get it, cool. But back then there was no references.
Yeah.
A lot of like, man, I think at one point we had like the biggest Hugo Boss collection. Mm-hmm. And the biggest Tommy Hilfiger collection.
Tommy, for sure. Tommy and Polo, that was her thing.
And there was no reference points. There was no way to really look it up. eBay didn't have some of those pieces, so you had no like point of reference. So, but yeah, things were different back then.
It was way different.
It's gonna be different living out here, Craig.
Well, yeah. So it went from that. We started doing pop-ups. Unfortunately, life kicks in. So you know, we still support each other in everything we do, but we kind of went our different ways. Ronnie, that's when you were doing your food stuff, wasn't it? Or was it? Yeah, you were doing your food pop-ups. Yep. And we kind of like, he still supported, we still did what we did, but we kind of like, you know, this is like where we separated. And I still consider Ronnie Roundhouse. Yeah. To me, you know.
Appreciate that.
So yeah, we kept going, and that's when like my son started showing up with us, and that's when he was little, man. I think he was like 12, 13 when he was starting to go with us to the restocks. Yeah. I just remember him being little. And he started showing up, and he started picking up the game, and we, like I said, we did the pop-ups, and because of pop-ups, this was early on pop-up days, man. So what pop-ups are now too was not like that back then, man. Pop-ups were very small, very like niche, man. There wasn't too many. There wasn't that many pop-ups, man. Shout outs to Ito Fest.
Yeah.
That's kind of the one that started it for us.
Labels.
Labels Vintage, man. Chris and Faith, which now they're doing big things. They have their own pop-up stuff going on. But because of the pop-ups, not thinking that we were going to do a business out of it, we were just doing it for fun. That's when it started coming into my mind, like, man, maybe this becomes a business, you know? And meeting people, networking, you know, people shopping local, you know, that right there is just, we can't thank that people enough for doing that, because that's what really, because of that, shopping local is why we have a business, you know. And we need that. People need that in Houston. I don't think people realize, like, you know, small businesses, it's a small team. Every little penny counts. The money goes direct to them. Of course, they have their overhead, you know, whatever, but everything counts, man. Every dollar spent is going back into that business, you know. That's how I see it. That's how we do. You know, and it's because of the people that come shop with us, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we lucky enough we started doing the pop-ups, growing, and we met people, and we got our own brick and mortar thanks to Tipping Point. The Tipping Point at that time was located in downtown, and that was my first taste in business, owning a business. Not thinking that I was ever going to do that, but luckily enough, it happened. And we were able to be inside of there. We leased a little spot, and we ran our business there for 6 years in downtown. That's a good run downtown. Yeah, and downtown's difficult, man. It seems amazing.
There is no parking downtown.
Parking
if you don't know.
Downtown. For retail at the time, I don't know about now. You know, at the time it was very difficult, but we had built that reputation because of the pop-ups, because of the markets. That people, like, once we opened up a brick and mortar, we just grabbed those people and they started coming shopping with us, so they became our regulars. Plus all the people that just supported through that, you know, we just grew and grew because of that. But that was our first taste in having a business, and luckily we ran our 6 years there. We partnered up with the Tipping Point, David. Shout outs to him because he looked out, and that was a cool experience because we were one of the, I'm not gonna say we were the first, but we were one of the first that had the brick and mortar and that type of situation where we're buy, selling, and trading, and we were providing my opinion, well curated vintage, you know. And we're to this day, that's what we do. That's what we strive on. Is you're coming here and you're gonna see these pieces that are curated. You know, a lot of people take that word and it's thrown loosely, but we feel like it's not just because we think it's trendy, it's cool. It's because we like it. It's we're getting the pieces that me and my son are hand picking, and it's because we like it. It's not because it's trendy, you know.
Like a little more experimental.
I think so, man. It's yeah. So just to back up a little bit, and what we provide now is what we consider, you know, Americana, true vintage. We do have a good selection of denim, a well-rounded, to me, you know, a lot of, not to knock on any other vintage shops, but there's a lot of t-shirts out there, you know. We love t-shirts. T-shirts, you know, that's money makers, you know. But we do have, I take pride in being like, man, we have a well-rounded spot here where you can get bottoms, you can get outerwear, you can get button-ups, you can get, you know, we have vintage Patagonia, we got vintage LL Bean, you know, polo, military. It's just to me, we try to be a well-rounded spot to shop for vintage.
You heard it here. You can get bottoms and butts.
I don't know about that. Bottoms, we got you covered. We can cover those butts.
Apple bottom jeans. They got a whole rack of apple bottoms. Boots with the fur right over there.
But yeah, man, that's kind of so all that to say, now we kind of scaled it down. Like I said, my son is the one that kind of took over, and he kind of like went above and beyond to know how to pick vintage, to know how to date vintage, to know how to, like, you know, he has an eye. I'm not like, not because he's my son, but he has a really good eye into knowing what good quality vintage is. So he ended up going to school for fashion and design, and he picked up sewing. So now we incorporated that to this. So we offer repair. He offers repairs. He offers alterations, and he does custom stuff too. So it kind of like just made sense to build it into what we got going now. So now where we're at now, where we're in, is our studio / showroom. But this is where he does all his work out of, you know. And we are able to offer that out of here, and we do have retail still, but we kind of scaled it down. We're only open weekends, unfortunately, for now. Saturday and Sunday, 12 to 4. But he does do shopping by appointments too. And if you hit us up on Instagram at Roundhouse Vintage, Roundhouse_vintage, you can set up appointments there. Or if you need any alterations, you can send us messages through there. But yeah, that's where we're at now. This is where you're at right
nice.
Here. Mm-hmm.
And how this all ties in, so this is all just a rough concept. So I'm one of the few people, if you say you want to do something, I'm gonna do it. You can attest to that. I'm about that action. No, not like that, but seriously, this year's been really good to me. You know, shout out to Her Market, shout out to From the Heart Market. I'm kind of on a secret side quest to become the king of markets, and you know, all you other DJs, let's go. Nah, but it's all love. You know, there's a lot of great talent. The last market that I did, I was on stage with some artists, man, and
really?
Yeah, it's very, very interesting.
Local?
It's just, yeah, they're locals. So I don't want to butcher your names, but you know who you are. I'll tag you guys. But got a lot of side projects that I'm working on, but I'm a man of many talents, I guess you can say. So I did the food thing when I branched off from Roundhouse. But music,
which was good, man. You should get back into that.
Music that's another common tie that we have.
For sure.
I've always been a big music buff. I mean, I love all genres. I will say that I consider myself an open format DJ because I think I really fit that structure. Now, I'm not the best turntablist or scratcher, bar none, but I do think the way I layer sounds, I'm going to say I'm second to none because I really, my music palette is just, it's insane. My playlist makes no sense. I mean, if you were to look at what's going on, you're like, what the hell? Who's that? Why would you mix that with that? Why not, you know? But I really just want to showcase a lot of hidden gems all around Houston. Like, this is a dope store. I mean, I don't see the prices. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
they're reasonable, man. I would say that they're reasonable. They're good. But you are gonna find pieces here that are like, we do have some expensive stuff because it's the rare stuff, but we have affordable stuff. We have a 20 and under bin over there, and you got some, you know, $20 button ups up there. So it's affordable. Mm-hmm.
That's not too bad. I mean, price has gone up everywhere, man.
Yeah.
I mean, a combo for food now is like over $20.
Yeah, forget about it.
Need to bring back them dollar tacos, man. But no, I just really want to showcase a lot of hidden gems. So that's kind of my agenda and my objective. There's a lot of dope spots locally, but my whole thing is music. The past 2 years, I would say, I really started getting back into music like heavy. I'm sure you get annoyed because I'm always sending him like clips and stuff like, oh man, I heard this song and I did this and I did that.
Nah, I don't get annoyed. Keep coming. Keep them coming.
But I think the universal language to me is music. Like I get a natural high off of just seeing people, you know, like I can see the visual goosebumps. I guess that's the best way to put it when I drop a track or when I overlay something and they're like, hey, I know that drum. I know those drums or I know that melody. Especially at the markets, that's the dopest thing. Mm-hmm. To me, it's a dope feeling when you see like an older person walk by and they're vibing out, but then you see like the younger people and they're like, hey,
yeah, you're doing something right if you're both vibing out.
Yeah,
like
so it's a challenge, and I do love a challenge. But yeah, so that's my main objective. Like I said, I really want to showcase a lot of these hidden gems all around Houston. Some old faces, some new faces. So this is the first episode and bonus. So at the end of this will be uploaded to my socials, so you guys can vibe out, you can replay, and all that good stuff. But afterwards, the bonus is I will have a link to my Dropbox. So the caveat to all this, the big apple on the table, is we're gonna go into what songs kind of resonate with you, what songs give you like a lyrical hug. I know I say things weird, but that's just the best way I could describe it. So he gave me some tracks that kind of, like, I guess you would say kind of defined your sound, your taste.
I think so, yeah, I would say
But
so.
then we also did another 5 tracks of what he's listening to now. Mm-hmm. So, and to me, I think that defines my style. Like, I mix the new with the old all the time. There's so much music out there, there's so much talent. So when people say, you know, a lot of online thumb thugs, you know, oh, the music right now is trash, that to each his own, you know. There's something out there. Yes, you do have to sift through a lot of not so great music, but there's still some good stuff out there. So
for sure.
You got a bag here. Why don't we showcase? Well, tell them what this bag is. I'll let you introduce it.
Yeah, so I've been collecting vinyl records since I was 17. You were out there with me digging.
Man, I threw away a bunch of vinyls.
I don't know why you didn't, bro. But yeah, so vinyl to me is, you know, it started with that and it's still going with that. So I just brought a few of my vinyls that what I consider like what defines, like he said, defines the taste of what would kind of put me onto all the music and stuff that up to now, you know.
So these are the musical seasonings if you want to cook a Fabricio.
Exactly.
These are the musical seasonings that you need to use.
So I'll start off with the old school. This is, I don't know if you can see it reflecting off of there, but it's incredible bongo band. And if you don't know who this is like the most sampled song out there, man. Like hip hop started with this, you know. This is like what birthed hip hop, you know.
Iconic drums.
Yes. So my choice of this vinyl, which song stands out to me, was of course Apache. And if you don't know Apache, you should go check it out. But yeah, Apache, incredible bongo band on vinyl, gem right here.
And you can pick that up from Roundhouse Vintage.
No, that's from my collection,
Oh,
bro.
man, come on.
And then I have next is DJ Shadow, his first album. This one right here, man, is just, this guy is a genius producer, man. If you don't know DJ Shadow, again, look him up. So if just a little FYI, me and Ronnie used to be breakdancers. Should we show him some?
Nah, hell
Nah.
no.
But that's kind of like, you know, I would say that helped us on our music taste. You know, that's what
For sure.
for like
The
you
break
know,
beats, yeah.
the break beats, the old
break beats.
sampling. You know, the old school stuff. That's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, you weren't even just listening to break beats. There was salsa in there. You know, there was at that time techno. You know, like that.
Yeah.
You know, Prodigy. That we're breaking to that. We're breaking to Deftones. You know, so kind of breaking to me, it was a really really cool experience because it broadened my music taste and I owe a lot to the breaking scene for music for sure.
Music and fashion for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and in Houston, man, like breaking was one of the biggest things to be in our era, you know.
Yep. And shout out to all the hip hop heads that are still b-boying.
I know,
in
man.
Houston.
Shout out to Havoc Coral, who represents Houston.
Yes, for sure.
But DJ Shadow and the track that I highlight on here is Organ Donor. That's just the most iconic one that brought me into DJ Shadow. But this whole album, I can play it front to back with no skips because it's just amazing, man. DJ Shadow, Organ Donor.
Kind of like that Bone Thugs Eternal.
Exactly.
Just let it play, man. You
Yeah.
cannot skip a track on Eternal. It's a cardinal sin.
For real. Next album is, of course, Mad Villain, MF Doom, and Madlib album. This one right here, man, you know, it's just, to me, it was just like that hip hop, like straight raw hip hop feel to me. You know, MF Doom, he was a lyrical genius in my opinion. You know, and Madlib producing, like it's just a well-rounded album too, man. But highlighted track on this one to me is Accordion. That slow vibe on that and that first lyric that says living off borrowed time, the clock ticks faster. That to me, that's one of the best bars ever, man. But yeah, and this cover, man. This cover is dope, man. One of the best covers out there.
I mean, he looks like a villain.
Right? And just to throw the taste off a little bit, of course, Daft Punk, man. If you don't know who Daft Punk, oh man, you're missing out. You're missing life. But Daft Punk is one of those bands, I don't know if they consider it a band, duo, producer duo that just put this kind of music on everybody's list, man, because it's just too good, you know? Yep. They were just producing disco, house, anything, man, anything. It was just dope, man. All their albums.
Oh, back in the 90s, Around the World, I heard that song probably like 1,000 times on the radio.
Yep. And it was playing on like the dance, like it wasn't even like EDM or house, it was just dance, you know?
Yep.
But to me, the highlighted track on this one, man, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but the first song on it, Dafton Direct, if I'm saying that wrong, my bad. But that one and the Funk, to me, these are like my favorite tracks on this album, yeah. But yeah.
You said Barbie Girl, right?
Nah, Barbie Girl goes hard too, man.
Hey, I don't care who you are, you're gonna sing that song.
But yeah, Daft Punk. So yeah, those are my albums, man. And I got way more, but these are the ones that just stood out to me. But yeah, that's kind of what's my taste level on that side. And I'm proud to have it on vinyl.
Sweet. So that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll play this little outro. We've been listening to some Yeezy this whole time. Controversial, like him or not, the guy's he's a genius. It's just what it is. So so thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, Ronnie, for putting us on the first episode. Come check us out, man. 201 Robert Street, right here in East Downtown Houston, or Edo, however you want to say it.
And they got a coffee shop out
there. Yeah, so
too.
We're located in this building. If you look up the address, it's gonna be a blank building, but when you go inside, you'll be amazed. You know, so we got, you know, the coffee shop is called Weatherless Coffee, and then you have a tattoo shop called Noise Tattoo, I believe. There's a barbershop called Suave, and then upstairs that's where you'd be blown away. They have an art gallery. They have, I think they sell furniture out of there now and books.
Damn.
But there's a listening room lounge, kind of speakeasy looking, called Room 808, which is amazing. You'll be blown away by how that spot is, man. But yeah, check us out, Roundhouse Vintage.
So come through, get a tattoo, get a haircut, get a full fit, and then drink a coffee. They got a restroom in case you want to take a
Bro.
But yeah, so that's what we do, man. Hey, Houston's own, baby. Peace.